What's up and welcome back to the Metalhead Car Show. Today on March 29th, 2023, Lamborghini has unveiled the new car which will be the Aventador replacement. I've talked about this car in previous videos, but I've never actually seen it. I have no idea what it's called. So today we're going to be looking at it together, getting our initial reaction and thoughts on it, and looking into some of the specs. Let's go. Lamborghini, Google, News. Oh damn, that looks awesome. Wow. That is stunning. That's such an aggressive car, and I absolutely love it. Looking at it now, one thing I find really cool about it is it has what appears to be like girty bumps on the roof, which is taken from like the Ford GT40 back in the 60s, but also used on the Gen 1 and 2 Viper GTSs, the Mazda RX-8, I believe the Gen 3 RX-7s. It's cool seeing this front end. There's a lot of new and old Lamborghini going on with it. It has those lines kind of going outwards in the front end, which kind of scream Countach or OG Countach. It also has the new lights we've seen on some newer Huracans, but also getting a lot of McLaren 720 or 765 vibes for the front end. Not that's a bad thing. Seeing the rear end now, I'm finding that rear end to be a bit oddly proportioned, a little bit jarring. Not bad, but just a little bit odd. It might be due to the exhaust is so high, and it's cutting into some of the bodywork. I think it would look a lot nicer if it was lower, but this car is not all about looks, so true, they can't live with it. Well, I think it's just kind of cool to see, and this is obvious, like of course it's like this, but seeing a Lamborghini in 2023 that still has the scissor doors and still V12 and still gonna be as wide as a bus, I think it's super cool. It'd be a lot easier for them not to do any of these things, but it's awesome that they are. I know this gets probably closer to an Aventador than it is Murcielago, but looking at it, I'm getting so much Murcielago from the shape. Now, I know a lot of Lamborghinis have used the wedge shape throughout the years, but something about how the front clip goes into the roof line, or I guess windshield into the roof line, and how those vents kind of go around the C-pillar reminds me of a really OG, like 6.2 liter Murcielago. Love it. This shape is hilarious. I mentioned the girty bumps earlier, but looking at it top down, you really get the full effect of it. And also, like I mentioned how the exhaust was, it seemed really high, but seeing how the roof goes down, it really lines up well with the exhaust and doesn't look that jarring from this angle. One thing I find weird about the car is it seems to go from obscenely aggressive to almost kind of tame really fast depending on which angle you're looking at. Like looking at it from this angle, it almost seems kind of tame, despite if you look at it from like 2 feet higher, it looks completely absurd, and if you look at it from the side view, it looks stunning and really classic Lamborghini. I'm not saying it looks bad, but yeah, from this particular angle, some of the wildness is kind of lost. And then again, you change the angle one more time and you're back to this outrageous shape to it. It's so cool. The rear end really reminds me of the Centenario. I think that's because a lot of the rear tires exposed, and it has that new Lamborghini rear taillight, kind of a Y shape. It's really cool. The interior, that looks very Lamborghini. What does that look like in the center dash? What does that air vent look like? What helmet from a video game does it look like? Not making fun of it, I'm just saying, looks like something. Dash is interesting. Looking at the driver's side, I mean, it's all screens, but looking at the driver's side, that thing is completely flat. There's nothing going on behind it. There's nothing analog about it. You have the screen right in the middle, like a lot of brand new cars, nothing surprising there, but you have the kind of very Ferrari-inspired passenger dash, which shows you very basic information, but still get to see speed, what gear you're in. That's pretty cool. Jesus Christ. So it's using a 6.5 liter V12, making 820 horsepower before you get to the hybrid system, which has a peak horsepower of 1001 horsepower. So this is the first factory Lamborghini to crack 1,000 horsepower, and it's also making nearly 800 foot-pounds of torque. I absolutely love it. That is one hell of a storm going on. But as I'm reading facts, it's occurring to me that I don't actually know what this thing's called. So we are going to figure that out right now And whoever's making fun of me in the comments for this, my reading isn't 100%. Thank you, learning disabilities.
Lamborghini Revuelto. Lamborghini Revuelto.
Revento?
Lamborghini Revuelto.
It translates to Lamborghini scrambled? Jesus Christ!
Lamborghini Revuelto.
Levent. Oh, god damn it.
Lamborghini Revuelto. Lamborghini Revuelto.
Lamborghini Revuelto. Oh my god.
Lamborghini Revuelto. Lamborghini Revuelto. Lamborghini Revuelto.
So that's what it's called. I can't pronounce it. That's on me. So this thing's going to do 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds, which, seeing how much horsepower it has and seeing that, it sounds very Bugatti Veyron-ish. And it has a 217 mile an hour top speed. What's really cool about that is that's the exact same top speed as the first Aventador that came out 12 years ago. But yet it has 300 more horsepower. This thing is going to be viciously fast. I love it. I think this thing is super cool. I think seeing a new Lamborghini is always a very exciting time, and this is no exception. I think Lamborghini knocked it out of the park on this one, and I'm really looking forward to seeing people get these out on the road and seeing some reviews on one. And if Lamborghini has enough of a sense of humor, I'll even take one for a test drive. I want to know, what's your thoughts? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you not care? Are you buying one tomorrow? Let me know in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, subscribe if you enjoyed what you've seen. I post on Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday, and I'll see you later.